Talking to people struggling with weight fluctuation, stubborn belly fat, and gut issues. And they all say the same thing. They don't eat a lot, but they tend to snack throughout the day, usually at night, and usually on carbs. I'm going to explain exactly what the problem is and how to fix it in 2 steps. Now, you're gonna wanna pay attention because this affects 93% of Americans and 50% of adults globally. It doesn't matter if you have a big old beer belly or if you're skinny fat or tofu, thin on the outside, fat on the inside. It doesn't matter if you're a jack bodybuilder or if you have a pooch like this or that. And it doesn't matter if you are a pro athlete, if you are beautiful, if you are rich. First, we have to understand that this is the amount of sugar in our bloodstream at any given time, and our bodies will fight to keep it there. But every time we eat, all of this food turns to sugar, and each food has a different effect on our blood sugar levels. Naked carbs have a very large effect, where proteins have a small effect. So a cup of white rice turns into this much sugar. But if this is all we have in our bloodstream, where does the excess sugar go? So this is our liver, this is our muscle, and this is our body fat. When we eat, our blood sugar level spikes and the body releases insulin. That insulin allows us to store the excess sugar in our liver, in our muscles, and the rest in our body fat. Once that blood sugar drops, insulin also starts to drop and allows us to access the stored energy in our liver, in our muscles, and in our body fat. The problem is we're snacking all day, and usually with overrated snacks. So our blood sugar level stays high, our insulin level stays high, and we continue to store sugar in our liver, in our muscles, and in our body fat. So over time, our normal insulin levels goes from here to here until it finally maxes out and stops working. Look at all the symptoms associated with high insulin levels. In adults, hunger, weight gain, mood changes, anxiety, fatigue. In children, hunger, sweating, shaking, behavior issues. Then we start to develop high blood pressure, and that's our body screaming for help. But remember, the body whispers before it screams, and these were all the signs that we missed. The crazy part is our medical system never checks for high insulin levels. It only checks for cholesterol and blood sugar levels, even though this could be easily resolved with a fasting insulin test. The calories in versus calories out model has us brainwashed to only focus on how much we eat, when in truth, the problem is twofold. One, eating the wrong foods, too much carbs, not enough proteins and fat, and eating too often and never allowing our insulin levels to drop down so we can tap back into our stored energy. So the 2 critical steps. Step number 1, eating the right foods. More protein, more fat, and less carbohydrates, especially naked carbs with no fiber. Step 2 is eating less often. There's no such thing as a good, healthy snack. Here's a bonus for you. If we include resistance training, then optimize our lifestyle around walking, stress, sleep, hydration, sun, grounding, now we're really cooking with fish grease. Lyle Deliver says, make sure you grab my cheat sheet, subscribe to my channel, and DM me on Instagram to get you started.